Elina Mykhaylivna Svitolina is a professional Ukrainian tennis player. As of the 18th of July 2016, she is ranked World No. 20 and is currently the highest-ranked Ukrainian player. She reached her WTA career high ranking of 14 on 7 March 2016. Svitolina has got 4 WTA titles to her name to date. She won her maiden title at the 2013 Baku Cup and successfully defended the title in 2014. She then earned her first top 10 career victory when she defeated Petra Kvitova in the round of 16 in Cincinnati. In 2015, she made her first Grand Slam quarter-final at the French Open where she lost to Ana Ivanovic. That same year, she also won her third WTA title in Marrakesh. Her fourth WTA trophy came in early 2016 as she beat Eugenie Bouchard in the final at the 2016 Malaysian Open. Tennis career. Early career. Svitolina's best achievement as a junior is winning the Roland Garros girls event in 2010, beating Tunisian Ons Jabeur in the final. She reached her first professional singles final at the ITF $25,000 tournament in Kharkiv in May 2010. Svitolina also reached the final of the girls' singles event at the 2012 Wimbledon Championships where she lost to future top 10 player Eugenie Bouchard. Svitolina qualified for the 2012 US Open. She was defeated in the first round by 12th seed and eventual quarter-finalist Ana Ivanovic of Serbia. She won the WTA 125K 2012 Royal Indian Open title in Pune, defeating Andrei Klepak, Rutuja Bosili, Luksika Kumkum, former top 10 player Andrea Petkovic, and Japanese veteran Kimiko Date-Krum in the final. Svitolina gained direct entry into the 2013 Australian Open, where she was defeated by 5th seed Angelique Kerber in the first round. She won her first WTA title at the 2013 Baku Cup by beating Shahapeh. In doing so, Svitolina became the first teenager to win a WTA tournament since February 2012. The victory also translated into a jump of 32 spots in the WTA rankings, landing her at No. 49 in the rankings of the 29th of July 2013. At the 2014 Australian Open, Svitolina defeated two-time Grand Slam champion and three-time Australian Open quarter-finalist Svetlana Kuznetsova in the opening round in straight sets. She went on to reach the third round, losing to Sloane Stephens in straight sets. At the Western and AMP Southern Open later in the year, Svitolina recorded the first top 10 victory of her career, defeating recently crowned Wimbledon champion Petra Kvitova in the second round. She proceeded to reach her first quarter-final at Premier 5 level, eventually losing to Ana Ivanovic in straight sets. Svitolina reached her first Premier 5 semi-final in the first edition of the WTA tournament in Wuhan, defeating Camila Giorgi, Sabine Lisicki, Garbine Muguruza via walkover, and Angelique Kerber before losing to Petra Kvitova in the semi-finals. 2015 First Grand Slam quarter-finals. Svitolina began her 2015 season at the 2015 Brisbane International where she reached the semi-finals before losing to eventual champion Maria Sharapova. At the Australian Open, Svitolina reached the third round and won the first set against world number 1 and eventual champion Serena Williams before losing in 3 sets. She fell in the second round in both Dubai and Doha, losing in tight three-set matches to Petra Kvitova and Victoria Azarenka respectively. As the 23rd seed in Indian Wells, she defeated Alison van Uytvanck and Lucy Safarova, before losing in the fourth round to Taimei Baksinski. The following week in Miami, she defeated Bojana Jovanovski, before losing in the third round to the 8th seed Elina Mykhaylivna. As the top seed at a tournament for the first time in Bogotá, Svitolina reached the semi-finals, defeating Luisa Kiriko, Danka Kovinic and Irina Fulcani, before losing to eventual champion Teliana Pereira. Svitolina continued her successful start to the clay court season by winning her third career title and first on clay in Marrakesh, recovering from 2-5 down in the opening set to defeat Taimei Babos in straight sets. The victory propelled her to a career-high ranking of 21. She also reached the semi-finals in doubles with compatriot Olga Savchuk the following week in Madrid. After easily dispatching Daniela Hentukova, Svitolina lost to Anna Ivanovic for the sixth time in her career. A similar scenario occurred in Rome, where she defeated Flavia Pennetta in straight sets before losing to Venus Williams. At the French Open, after comfortably seeing off Elina Mykhaylivna in her opening match, Svitolina had to recover from 0-3 in the second set and 1-4 in the final set to beat Yulia Putintseva in a match that lasted over 3 hours. Another tight three-set victory ensued in the third round against Annika Beck, before Svitolina defeated Alizé Cornet in a rain-interrupted fourth-round encounter to set up a maiden Grand Slam quarter-final against 7th seed Anna Ivanovic, which she lost in straight sets. Svitolina rose to number 17 after this tournament, surpassing Elena Bondarenko as the highest-ranked Ukrainian woman in the Open era, including women from Ukraine who played under the Soviet Union. Svitolina's grass court season was significantly less successful, losing in 3 sets in the second round of Eastbourne to Heather Watson. As the 17th seed at Wimbledon, she came from a set down to beat Misaki Doi, who beat her at the same stage the previous year, before again losing in the second round to Australian Casey Delacroix. Despite losing in the first round of Istanbul to Magdalena Rybarikova, Svitolina successfully defended her doubles title from the previous year, this time partnering Daria Gavrilova. Svitolina began her American hard court season with a run to the semi-finals in Stanford, losing in straight sets to eventual champion Angelique Kerber. At the Rogers Cup, Svitolina lost in the first round to Victoria Azarenka. Svitolina bettered her performance from the previous year in Cincinnati, defeating Alison Riska, Eugenie Bouchard and Caroline Garcia to reach the quarter-finals, before defeating Lucy Safarova for the second time this year to progress to her second Premier 5 semi-final, where she lost to Serena Williams. Svitolina concluded her warm-up for the U.S. Open in New Haven, where she retired from her first-round match against Madison Keys. She progressed to the third round of the U.S. Open, defeating Elizaveta Kulichkova and Kaya Kanepi, before losing to 13th seed Ekaterina Makarova for the third time this year. The Asian hard-court swing began in Tokyo for Svitolina, where she lost in the second round to eventual champion Agnieszka Radwanska. Svitolina failed to repeat her success from the previous year in Wuhan, losing in the third round to Karolina Pliskova. Similarly disappointing results ensued for Svitolina, losing in the second round of Beijing to Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. and the first round of Tianjin to Elina Svitolina. Despite this disappointing end to her season, Svitolina's consistency throughout the year earned her a spot as the 8th seed at the inaugural WTA Elite Trophy in July. She was drawn into Group B with second seed Carla Suarez Navarro and Andrea Petkovic. Svitolina topped the group by winning both her matches, advancing to the semi-finals where she lost to Karolina Pliskova. Svitolina's last match of the season was against Pauline Parmentier in the first round of the 125K event in Limoges, which she lost on a final set tiebreak. 2016 fourth WTA title, Olympic quarterfinals. Svitolina began her season at the 2016 Hopman Cup representing Ukraine with Alexander Dolgopolov. She was undefeated in her singles matches in the round-robin stage, defeating Victoria Duval, Karolina Pliskova and Jarmila Wolf. Svitolina and Dolgopolov were the winners of the group and advanced to the final, where the Australian pairing of Nick Kyrgios and Daria Gavrilova defeated them 2-0, with Svitolina losing her singles match in straight sets. At the Sydney International, Svitolina lost in the first round to Angelique Kerber. She then competed at the 2016 Australian Open, where she defeated Victoria Duval in straight sets, before losing to Japanese qualifier Naomi Osaka in the second round. In her first tournament with Justine Henin acting as a coaching consultant, Svitolina advanced to the semi-finals in Dubai, defeating qualifier Jana Sepilova, earning her first top 10 win of the year over second seed Garbine Muguruza, and battling past Coco Vandevgan in 3 sets, before losing to eventual champion Sara Irani. Svitolina subsequently lost in the first round in Doha to Denisa Alatova. Her next tournament was the Malaysian Open, where she defeated Miyu Kato, Risa Ozaki, Kristina Kukova and Jolin en route to the final, where she beat a resurgent Eugenie Bouchard in a rain-interrupted marathon to win her 4th WTA title. This victory saw her maintain her perfect record in WTA finals, as well as improving her ranking to a career high of 14. At the 2016 BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, 17th seed Svitolina defeated Annika Beck, before losing in straight sets to 9th seed Roberta Vinci. Then, in Miami, after defeating Australian Open quarterfinalist Zhang Shuai, Svitolina scored one of the biggest victories of her career, coming from a breakdown in the third set to defeat former world number 1 Caroline Wozniacki in 3 sets in the third round. Svitolina subsequently lost in the fourth round to Ekaterina Makarova, who beat her at the same tournament last year. Svitolina began her clay court season with a disappointing first-round loss to Alexandra Panova in Bogotá, followed by a second-round loss to Daria Gavrilova in Madrid, and a first-round loss to qualifier Monica Puig in Rome. Entering the French Open in poor form, Svitolina beat Romanian qualifier Sorana Cîrstea and wildcard Taylor Townsend before beating nemesis and former world number 1 Ana Ivanovic in straight sets. She then lost in the fourth round to world number 1, defending champion and eventual finalist Serena Williams. After Roland Garros, Svitolina began her grass season in Birmingham, where she lost in the first round to Carla Suarez Navarro. At Wimbledon, she beat Naomi Brody in straight sets before being upset by Yaroslava Shvedova. At the Rio Olympics, Svitolina scored a straight sets victory over defending champion Serena Williams in the third round to reach the quarterfinals, wherein she was eventually defeated by Petra Kvitova. Coaches: Svitolina is currently being coached by Ian Hughes. In February 2016, Svitolina appointed former world number 1 Justine Henin as a member of her coaching team. Personal life. Elina Svitolina was born to Elina Svitolina and Mykhaylivna Svitolina and has a brother named Yulian. She resides at Kharkiv, Ukraine, and started playing tennis at age 5, when she was introduced to the sport by her family. Her favorite surfaces are grass and clay. Equipment. Svitolina uses Wilson rackets and is sponsored by Nike, having previously been sponsored by Italian sports apparel company Alessa and French apparel Lacoste. WTA Career Finals. Singles, 4 doubles, 2 WTA 125K Career Finals. Singles, 1 ITF Circuit Finals. ITF Circuit Singles Finals, 9 ITF Circuit Doubles Finals, 6 Team Finals, 1 Junior Grand Slam Finals, Junior Grand Slam Singles Finals, 2 Junior Grand Slam Doubles Finals, 1 Performance Timeline. Singles notes: 1. The first Premier 5 event of the year has switched back and forth between the Dubai Tennis Championships and the Qatar Total Open since 2009. Dubai was classified as a Premier 5 event from 2009 to 2011 before being succeeded by Doha for the 2012 to 2014 period. In 2015, Dubai regained its Premier 5 status while Doha was demoted to Premier status. 2. In 2014, the Torre Pan-Pacific Open was downgraded to a Premier event and replaced by the Wuhan Open. Doubles wins over top 10 players.